We're here with some representatives from Wagener-Salley High School's football team. We have Coach Willie Fox, running back Trey Davis, and quarterback slash do-it-all guy Quan Frazier. And Coach, to start out, you can kind of give us an overview of kind of some of your hopes and expectations for this season.
Last year we won 8 ball games and ended up losing in the first round of playoffs. So we finished with a final record of 8-3. I feel like this team now is more physical than any team we've had so far. We're a lot stronger, we're a lot bigger, we're a lot faster than we've been since I've been there. So I have pretty high expectations for this team. I feel like, past 2 years we've lost in the first round of the playoffs. I feel like, the next step is trying to win a playoff game. So I feel like we're as good and maybe a little better than we were last year. So I think this team can hopefully make a little noise in the playoffs this year, and we can get a little farther than the first round. So.
And obviously, you guys kind of came out last season. We were one of the area's last unbeaten teams, and kind of how do you kind of build on that breakthrough, kind of after having that good?
In the first year that I was there, we didn't have we won 4 games, and we tried to build on that. Last year's even more to build off of. We started the year off 4-0, so we had a really good chance I thought going into that 5th game to beat Blackville. We kind of got big headed, and they kind of knocked us on our heels a little bit. But it's something that we can build off of for sure. We feel like we've had some success now, and we feel like that's something that we definitely can build off of, and we're moving in the right direction.
And for you guys in particular, kind of been in the program for a while, going into this season, also trying to build on that. Kind of what's your mindset and kind of what you're expecting from each year?
Well, like Coach said, we want to make it past the first round of the playoffs, and we came close to being undefeated last year. We also want to try to go undefeated and win region.
Gotcha.
Just like what Trey said, we just want to win region first. That's first step. We could have had it last year, but in the Blackville game, we ain't had no hype. You got to have hype every game going into it, and just have confidence in and believe in your brothers.
Gotcha. And obviously, on the offensive side of the ball, you guys have had some running back success, and now obviously one of your running backs is gone. But kind of how do you expect the running game to factor into that this year? Well, obviously,
well, we're going to do things a little bit different this year. We're still going to be a wing tee. And I don't want to give away too much, but we're going to be a little different. We're going to be a little different. I think some people are going to be it's going to open some people's eyes. But we're still going to run the ball. We're still going to run the ball a lot. We still have Trey. He's going to play a little kind of a combination of wing back and fullback. We still have Quintez. It's going to play Quintez Barnes, who was our middle linebacker last year. He's going to play some wing. We've got a new running back named Kevin Jackson. He didn't play last year, his freshman year. He can be electric in space. Quan's going to be kind of a do-it-all guy for us. Quan's going to play receiver. He's going to play quarterback. He's going to play running back. Just kind of what we've done with him the past couple of years. Just trying to get the ball in his hands.
You spoke about Quan being able to do everything. What's it like to have that weapon?
It's nice.
Just line him up anywhere.
It's nice because we can snap it to him, we can throw it to him, we can hand it to him, we can let him return kicks. He's a weapon, and one of the things I want to do better this year is to use both of these guys. Try to use their multiple talents. For example, we're talking about Quan. We want him to return kicks. We want him to play quarterback. We want to play him receiver. We want to throw screens to him. But at the same time, we haven't played Trey a whole lot on defense the past couple of years. We're planning on starting him on defense this year. We want to use his talents as much as possible. Same thing for Quan. Quan is going to probably start at corner for us. That's probably his most natural position. He does a great job defensively for us, kind of locking down one side of the field. So, and then his offensive talents are a bonus.
For you guys, what's that like to be able to line up anywhere? I know obviously growing up playing football, lots of people kind of like to be able to go anywhere. So kind of what's it like to actually be able to do that?
Well, we grew up together, playing ball together, and we know how we think. We know what we got, what our talent is. So we do everything.
Is there any particular position you like the most, or is it?
I mean, my freshman year, I was at quarterback, but I wasn't really expecting for me to go at quarterback because when I started quarterback was hurt, so they ain't had no other quarterback, so I got it back at it. So when Coach Fox came, I started getting into the rhythm. Now that we got other options, I can move all the way around. I can use myself as a wide receiver, like Coach said. Now I'm that talent. Got God's gift.
Yeah, and then kind of for you, what's it like to be it? And do you have a favorite position?
Oh, well, I'm gonna start. My favorite position was wing back because when Coach Fox first came, he said, "Trey, I want you to play wing." Now, I didn't like it at first, but then he started adding some plays, more to my grooves, and I started liking it a little bit more. And then playing with Quad, like he said, we grew up together. It's like the chemistry was like that. It just automatic. We didn't even have to work on it anything.
Kind of also, you spoke a little bit about the defensive side of ball. Quintez actually spoke about him on offense, but he's a big part of the defense as well, and I'm sure you expect him to be that this year. So kind of what are you expecting from the defensive side? Do you plan to switch anything up there?
We're getting most of our defense back. We lost Kyrie Vance, who's actually getting a chance to play at the next level now. Other than that, we're getting 9 guys back. And I feel like the guys that we're replacing, Trey's gonna play strong safety for us, and then I feel like we've got a pretty good free safety that's gonna replace Taquan with DeMar Williamson. Defensively, I think we're a lot, like I said earlier, we're a lot more physical. We're a lot stronger and faster than we were. I feel like we've got some pretty good defensive players. We had Jatik Davis, who is Trey's little brother, was a freshman last year. He led the area with 24 tackles for loss last year. He's a really good player. He's got a really good get off and gets a lot of good penetration up front.
With the way that went, was that kind of one of your main focuses last year as well, going in? Like,
yes.
This defense is going to be where it's at? Or?
Yes. My first year there, we were not very good on defense. We gave up a lot of points. And that was a huge emphasis for us coming in last year. We got a new defensive coordinator, a good friend of mine, used to coach with him at my old school, named Parrish Deans. And Parrish came in. He has a lot of energy. You can ask these guys, man. He's wild, and that's a great quality in a defensive coordinator. And he has a lot of passion. And we switched our alignment. We're running a 4-3. We're multiple. We can bounce around and get to a 5-man front. And we do a lot of things. We twist defensive linemen and send linebackers in an opposite gap. And I think it confuses some of the teams we play. We're just looking to build off that success. So.
And for you guys, do you guys have any particular goals set for this season, both team or personal wise?
My personal goal is to have a successful season with my team, and and also play in the Border Bowl, which is after the season, and play football on the next level.
Going into this season, would you say, obviously you came a couple years ago, would you say this is where you expected to be, or has it even surprised you, or kind of what level?
I kind of thought it might take a little more time, to be honest with you. But I do feel like, our whole goal when I got there, and my staff and the kids, you can ask them, every day we talk about getting better. That's what our goal is every day, just to get better than we were yesterday. And I think we've done a pretty good job of accomplishing that. These kids have worked really, really hard. We start lifting weights in January, and we go hard pretty much all year. They kind of get December off unless we're playing for a state championship, which is what we want to work toward. We want to work towards no time off. But yeah, it's kind of surprised me that we went from 4-6 in the regular season the first year to 8-2 the next season. So. Hopefully we can keep moving forward.
We've had 1 year in the current alignment. Kind of what's that region been like? Obviously, several teams, and it makes the schedule a little.
There's so many teams in the region. There's 8 of us, so you play 7 region games. So every and you don't want to say your non-region games don't matter, but in actuality, for playoff seeding, your region games are what matters. So it's almost every game of the season is a huge game. It's everything to wins and losses in that region record determine your playoff standing. So every game is a big game, and you've got to be ready to play. You can't have any off weeks.
We've kind of been ending each team's interview with kind of a little bit of a personality question. Okay. So, last song you guys listen to in your iPod or anything, or your favorite song currently?
So many. I listen to a lot.
Oh, any particular artist that stands out then?
Like Future.
Gotcha. And for you?
Little Boosie.
All right, and kind of.
Oak Ridge Boys. Dig a little deeper in the well. A little different than them.
Gotcha. And this question, I think I know the answer to this one, but we've been asking everyone also. Do you guys know who that artist is that he's talking about?
I done been in the car when his little son, when his son singing it. So I sang it and be in practice. Mom say it out loud.
Oh, so you actually know the words. Okay. Do you have any? And do you have any idea what they were talking about?
Yeah, I do.
Oh,
I don't listen to rap music anymore. I used to listen to some rap music back in college and stuff. I'm not much older than they are, but I can't listen to it now, man. It's bad. I don't know how y'all do it.
Well, all right, well, I appreciate that your time, guys, and we look forward to seeing you out there this season. And good luck this year.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.